Imagine a room. It's dark, filled with the glow of giant screens. Maps blink with ominous red dots.
This isn't Wall Street. It's a war room. Men and women in uniform sit around a massive table. Their faces are grim, their voices tense.
But whose security are we really talking about? Outside this room, a different reality exists. A reality where security is measured in meals, not missiles. Step out of the sterile war room and into the heart of the city. The air here is thick with exhaust fumes and despair. Gone are the sleek lines of technology, replaced by crumbling concrete and rusted metal. Children play in garbage-strewn streets, their laughter a fragile counterpoint to the rumble of hunger in their bellies. While governments pour trillions into weapons of war, millions struggle to survive. We live in a world divided. Meet Maria. She lives in a one-room shack with her 3 children. Her husband is gone, lost to a treatable disease. Maria works tirelessly, her spirit unbroken. Every day is a struggle to put food on the table.
Education for her children is a distant dream. Healthcare is a luxury they can't afford. And hope? A flickering candle in the wind.
Maria's story isn't unique. It's repeated millions of times over. Neglected needs, forgotten faces. This is the price of our misplaced priorities. The fluorescent lights flicker in the overcrowded ward. The smell of antiseptic hangs heavy in the air. It's a hospital on the brink. Doctors and nurses work tirelessly, their faces etched with exhaustion. The equipment is outdated, the supplies are scarce, and yet they persevere, driven by duty and compassion. While we pour billions into weapons, we neglect institutions meant to heal. Forgotten faces. Look into the eyes of a child dying from a preventable disease. Listen to the cries of a mother who can't feed her family. Witness the despair of a community ravaged by poverty and neglect. These are the forgotten faces of our world. Section 6. Palaces of Power. Meanwhile, in the halls of power, the business of war continues.
Politicians and military leaders meet in opulent surroundings, their discussions fueled by expensive coffee.
They speak of national security, of strategic interests, of maintaining peace through strength. But their words ring hollow in a world where millions go to bed hungry.
The contrast is obscene. The lavishness of their surroundings, the casual disregard for suffering. And yet the charade continues. Section 7. The People's Plea. But a change is coming. A wave of discontent is sweeping the globe. People are waking up to the injustice and demanding better. Fund healthcare, not warfare. Invest in people, not weapons. They're demanding a world where every life is valued, where peace is the presence of justice. Section 8. A world in protest. The images are impossible to ignore. Millions marching, their voices united in dissent. Placards held high, messages of hope and defiance. This is a global awakening. From America to Europe, Brazil to Africa, people are rising, united by a common goal: reclaim humanity. Students, teachers, doctors, nurses, families, demanding a world prioritizing people over profit. Their energy is infectious, their message undeniable. The world is watching, and the powers that be can no longer ignore. Section 9. Seeds of Doubt. Back in the war room, a flicker of doubt. The faces of the officials, once resolute, now betray a hint of uncertainty. The endless stream of data on the screen suddenly seems cold, impersonal. The chants of the protesters, faint but persistent, filter through the walls of their fortified sanctuary. The human cost of their decisions, so easily dismissed before, now weighs heavy on their minds.
Are we on the wrong side of history?
The silence that follows is deafening. The question hangs in the air, unanswered but not unheard. The seeds of doubt have been sown. Section 10. The choice before us. We stand at a crossroads. One path leads down the familiar road of militarism and conflict. The other path, less traveled but no less clear, leads towards a future where human security takes precedence over national security. A future where peace is not just a dream, but a living reality. The choice is ours. Section 11. A time for change. This is our moment, a moment to reclaim our humanity, to shift our priorities from war to peace, from division to unity. Let the halls of power echo with the voices of the people. The time for change is now. We have the power to create a better future.